What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is a rainy Tuesday up in here. I just got through putting a video out on Come On Homesteading today, and it is the biggest progress on the tiny house thus far. It turned out to be an amazing video. You guys should definitely go check it out. I think y'all are really going to enjoy it, and you get to really see what the tiny house is going to look like whenever it's all done. I think it turned out amazing. I stayed up late last night editing it, finished it up this morning, and got it out because I knew it was going to be a rainy day. And now I am headed to town to fill up all my gas cans and also another 100-pound propane tank, because the propane tank that we are using for the burning is getting low, and one of the ones for the cabin just ran out. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that up. That way when the other one goes out, I got one for either place, because I already have one on the cabin. I run two on the cabin, and then I'm using one for the burner. So it gives me that extra tank to kind of fluctuate with, to make sure that I never run out of propane. Plus I got small ones and stuff for the outdoor shower, and also my double burner and stuff for the outdoor kitchen. Until I get one of those big old tanks and get it plumbed and underground and all of that good stuff. So that's coming in the future, but for right now I'm working with what I got. But I did get some good sleep. I slept in a little bit because I went to bed so late. I didn't get to actually sleep until about 2 something, and I slept until about 9:30 this morning. It was raining outside. You know how it is when that rain's going. That sleep right there is a whole lot better than just normal sleep. But look at it. It is gloomy today, guys. Gloomy. Let's see here. Let me see if I can wash the window off a little bit here. Ooh, it's a car wash. It might be because I got it facing a little bit too close to the mount right there. But even though it's gloomy, it's still a beautiful day. And I feel like I haven't been in town in a while. I have been straight getting it on the mountain for a while. The only places that I have actually went, like in the last week and a half, was over to the 41.36 to help them with the trusses and to do that tractor work for Country Road Cure. But I haven't actually been in town in, it might be like 2 weeks since I've actually went to town. I don't even feel like I've drove my truck in the last couple of days. You know how when you ain't drove your car in a couple of days, you get back in it and it almost feels like it's weird to drive? It's kind of what I was going through this morning, going down my driveway. I was like, oh, I don't even feel natural. I'll show y'all here in a minute. You can't even see Mount Magazine. Look at that. It's nothing but foam. It feels like my phone is a lot shakier today. I wonder if the stabilization or something's screwing up on the front camera. Who knows? But we also had a big day yesterday with siding. That video will be coming out in probably about 4 or 5 days. I got one more video coming out in between of milling some more siding and burning some more siding. But I've only got one wall left to side the tiny house. Just one wall. And it's one of the shorter walls. We actually took out the big long wall yesterday and got that finished up, and guys, it is stunning. And I also tried my first pine log going up the side of it to hide that seam, and burned it and everything and tacked it up there, and it looks amazing. And I think those corner ones are even going to look better. They're going to be a lot more work to get it all V'd out correctly. But on those, on the corners, I want some that's got more like little stumps or whatever, kind of, not stumps, but branches kind of sticking out about that far or whatever, to kind of give it a lot of character. And then kind of burn all of that and kind of make it match. I burned the pine tree that's going up hiding the seams a little darker than the siding to kind of give it some contrast. And it turned out really good. I can't wait to get that video edited and get out to you guys. I'm also here in what, 4 days. I think it's Thursday, or two more days actually. It will officially been 1 year that I've been on Come On Mountain. I bought it about a month before I actually moved up there, and yeah, so my 1 year on the mountain anniversary is this week, and that's crazy. It's had me reflecting and looking back, and one of the main reasons why I'm looking back is I'm actually working on a 1 year time-lapse video from the day that I came to see the cabin and did the walkthrough with the realtor to where the cabin is as of this coming up Sunday. It'll be a true 1 year deal. It's pretty much going to be from like an abandoned cabin to a cozy off-grid oasis, because that's basically what it is right now. It's still off-grid, but it is extremely cozy, and there's been a ton done in this year. You forget about a lot of stuff that you do as the year goes on because you're thinking about the next project and the next project. You're not really thinking about the past. And with me going through all of the footage and starting to work on that time-lapse video, it really kind of takes you back and gives perspective of what all you've accomplished in the year. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I was able to accomplish this year. And also on top of it, for over half the year I was also working full-time and doing YouTube, so that took a lot of time out of the mix. And for what I've accomplished with that, because I actually went full-time YouTube in August sometime, is when I actually left IT and did this full-time. And then Mother Nature has kicked my butt since that's happened too, so I've been fighting that as well. And I still feel like I accomplished quite a bit. It's crazy. I have a hard time even imagining what it looked like when I bought it compared to what it looks like now. And I think y'all are going to really enjoy that time-lapse video, and it will give a lot of perspective of exactly how much has been done on the mountain this year. And that doesn't even count all of the helping friends and family and all of that stuff that's happened this year as well. And the achievements of everybody else progressing and stuff and helping with that. And it's crazy. Just the clearing alone, I'm going to do a drone shot at the end of this time-lapse video that is going to show Come On Mountain in detail right now as of Thursday. I'm going to probably film the ending of that time-lapse probably on Friday or Saturday, whenever. Well, it won't be Friday because bad weather, but the next good day, because we got 4 days of rain coming, so the next good day that we have with good lighting and sun, I'm going to fly the drone. I'm going to do all of that and kind of get a good view of what the place looks like now, and some real nice shots of the inside of the tiny house, the cabin, the outside, and just really so you can have a good perspective of how far it's came. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. If y'all are excited about the time-lapse video, it's going to be a beast of an edit, guys. It's going to take me at least, I would say, 40 hours of editing to probably get that, to be able to go back through all the footage and all of that and kind of tell a story with it. It's going to take a lot of time, but it'd be cool. I want to do that every year. The reason why I didn't do a 2022 year in review video was because of this, because I moved here at this time a year ago, and I want to document the journey here, not necessarily the year. So my time lapses will come out every year at this same time. So I think it's going to be cool. I'm enjoying it. But even with nasty as it's out, look at that, guys. It is still a beautiful drive. I need to wash my windshield. And this right here is what makes it all worth it, guys. Especially in the spring when everything's starting to come alive. Yesterday was the start of spring, and you can see all of the grass is starting to turn green. See it on the left side over there? You're starting to see more green than brown. The leaves are starting to come back into the trees, and literally the area around you is basically coming back to life. And man, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a fun year, even though the weather and everything has kicked our booyakaka this year. I have high hopes for this year. Really, really high hopes. And if everything works out right, I will be moving into the tiny house in a couple of months, and then that opens it up to me to tear apart the cabin and start working on the cabin. I'm in no hurry to do that cabin like that. I want to take my time with it. I want it to be 100% custom as much as possible. I want it to be very unique. I don't want there to be another one like it anywhere. That's kind of like the tiny house. That's why I'm doing the tiny house like I'm doing it. I want it to be a one-off. I like to build things that kind of come out of my head, that's not cookie cutter, and it takes a little bit more time, especially doing all the custom stuff like that siding. If I was just doing a bolt siding, I could have put that siding up in a weekend, but with having to cut down the trees, mill the trees, burn the wood, let everything dry and all of that, and put it up, it is a process. It takes a while, but for me, the look that I got from it is worth every bit of time that it takes to do it, because there's no other one like it. No two trees are the same, right? And you know, they don't burn the same. They just, everything's different sizes. It's a little bit harder to work with because you don't really have a lot of square edges and stuff, but man, the end result is just mind-blowing. It is very, very beautiful. I like it. I like the way that it's coming, and if my corners and stuff tie in the way that I think that they're going to tie in, I think that's going to be like the icing on the cake. And also with all the trim and soffits and stuff like that, that will highlight everything as well. I'm taking my time with it, and I am trying to make the coolest product that I can possibly make. And the future cabin plans are tied in with that as well, because the second story of the cabin will look like the tiny house, and that will tie the two buildings together with the same color roof. It'll have that slate gray roof. So I think then with them sitting side by side, it'll make a lot of sense. So got a lot to do in the future, guys. A lot to do, but it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a 40-yard dash. It's all about being happy and with the result at the end of it. And I'm making sure that I am as I go along. And come on, it's fun to build stuff that's custom and cool. I mean, that's kind of why I moved out to this area, because you don't have all the restrictions and stuff that you have in places like I had in Florida, where if you dream something up, it's impossible to build because somebody's going to tell you you're not allowed. And I don't have that problem here. And if I dream it, I can build it. And I think that's just the only way to live. I think that's just what I want for my future. So, pretty cool. But I've been rambling for about 14-15 minutes this morning. I figured I would chat with you guys on my way to town to go get all of this fuel, because that's always my unhappy day, is when I got to go fill up all these gas cans in the truck, and which I don't even have to fill up the truck. I've only used about a half of a quarter of a tank. I told you I ain't went nowhere since the last time I went and got gas. I've been straight getting it on the mountain, trying to knock some things out. But good times. But I hope everybody has a great day. Hopefully it's not raining on you guys. And tomorrow is hump day. And we are actually supposed to have good weather tomorrow too. So hopefully it will be a productive day, and tomorrow the siding will be 100% finished if Mother Nature gives me a day. So until we see each other again, guys, come on. Hey, keep it real.